Good morning, good afternoon, good people. Let's talk about it. Um, I got a topic I want to discuss. I've been wanting to discuss it for a while. So I know some people are going to chew me out about it, but it's something that I feel compelled to tell you people. Okay? Uh, I need to voice my opinion about this. I have commentary to follow this. I appreciate it if you stick around and watch it. Okay? Take care. See you in a minute. All right, good people, let's talk about it. Let me explain something to you. The reason why I'm attempting to make this video is simply because I have a strong disdain, dislike for people who, especially men, who are not responsible. In this situation, what I'm talking about is men who have babies. When I say babies, your child is under 20 years old. You have a baby in the USA. You leave the baby, you come to the Philippines in search of a new life. I think that's absolutely wrong. Your first responsibility is to raise your baby. If you have some type of issues, you got some type of problems going on with yourself, you need to work that out alongside taking care of your babies back in the USA. Because truly, if you abandon those children, only thing you're going to do is cause their lives to become more miserable. Perhaps you as a child was abandoned in some shape, form, or fashion, and it's within your character to repeat the same thing. So, what I want to warn you about is don't do that. Okay. If you have problems, solve your problems. Coming to the Philippines is not a resolution for your problems. Why? Because even if you come to the Philippines and you find what is so called happiness, your problem still exists back in the USA that you're creating every day by not being there. Then, God forbid, you decide 1 year that you're going to go back to the USA. And when you go back to the USA, you discover, lo and behold, yeah, you got problems still. And the problems are worse. And now your guilt is eating you alive. And you want to stay in the USA and you want to rectify those problems. That's typical. That's human nature. You think you can solve everything. Yeah, but you created the problem. You created the problem by leaving the child there to fend for themselves or not to have proper guidance. And surely while you're here in the Philippines, you're not going to be tending to a child back in the USA because 9 times out of 10, if you're the type of person who abandons a child in the USA to come to the Philippines, you're the type of person that is going to be taking the responsibility of another woman's child or children to task as if they were your own. And you're going to totally block out your mind that you have a problem back in the States that needs attending. Why? Because you're going to be so into taking care of another woman's babies that you're going to neglect your own babies. I've seen it a lot of times. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is, yeah, even though you hear all these fantastic things about coming to the Philippines, etc., don't come to the Philippines if you got babies back at home. Stay home, take care of your babies, okay? And God forbid if you come to the Philippines and you make a baby, don't abandon your babies here to say that you're going back home, you know? What a mess. What a mess sometimes um, people can make of their lives. And then when you look at the mess they make of the lives of innocent children, of innocent women here in the Philippines who did not think that they would be abandoned, nor did they think that their baby would be abandoned. And yeah, I'm going to use the term abandoned. And the reason why I'm going to say it's abandoned because when you walk out of that child's life, for whatever reason, you've abandoned them. I don't care if you send them $1 million a day, you still abandon them. Okay? And if you're not going to be able to stay with that child and raise that child in the Philippines, don't have a child. Just come here, go back home, go back to the States, go back where you came from. Don't, and matter of fact, I would strongly recommend if that's your type of personality, if you know that this is your MO, you know this is what you do, I suggest that you don't even come to the Philippines. Just don't come here. Why don't come here? Because you're doing nothing but spreading destruction from one continent to the other. You got destruction back at home in the States, and you're bringing destruction here in the Philippines. It's not needed, it's not necessary. Okay? So, good people, listen. Be mindful of what you're doing. Be responsible of what you're doing. Okay? Don't always make excuses as to why and try to justify how come this. No, just do the right thing. Just do the right thing. Do what's right. If you got babies, stay there and raise your baby. Don't come here talking about you need to get yourself together and this, that, and the third, and you're ruining other people's lives. My daddy, you know what my daddy would say? Man, grow up. Be a man. Pull your pants up. Be a man. If you got problems, suck it up and take care of business. Quit whimpering and crying like a baby that you got all these issues. Those issues you brung about yourself. Why? Because you don't do the right thing. Like my daddy used to say, if you lie, you'll steal, meaning that one thing brings about another. So, yeah, irresponsibility brings about a lot of heartaches, a lot of bad consequences. So, listen, guys, when you come here, make sure you got all your responsibilities settled in the USA. If you don't come here making babies and leaving, walking off from babies. Don't do it. Okay? Listen, God bless, take care. Remember one thing for sure and two for certain. When you help other people from the bottom of your heart, you're truly helping yourself.